Yeah, Steve, the 4 points is the most important thing, and also continuing to build the platform that we've assembled the last month or so in terms of the way we want to play, mostly on the defensive side of the game. But we were really disappointed with the way we defended in the second quarter, and to Carlton's credit, they really got on the move around the contest and got the ascendancy in the contest, and then we were able to go forward and score. So that was certainly a disappointing element. But I thought the most important element was our ability to respond to that, and both certain individuals, but the whole team just completely turned that around in the second half.
Percentage will be important though when you're only 2 or 3 goals up, sort of halfway through the third. So to finish it off well is a big plus.
Yeah, I think that's just the reality that the season's really tight, and we always thought it would be. So it's always a bonus to boost your percentage a little bit, but I doubt there are too many coaches who ever talk about percentage, because it's a really dangerous game to play when you start talking about trying to win by a big margin. But all teams want to be pretty ruthless in the contest and play it out, and we did that pretty well tonight.
Before you broke it open in the third term, did you think that said more about your approach, your team's approach, or about what Carlton was managing to do?
Oh no, credit to Carlton. I thought they responded really well to our pretty dominant first quarter. I thought they killed us around the contest, and contested possession, clearances. That led to dominance in inside 50, and we didn't defend it well. So that's all credit to them. But there are certainly things we could have done a little bit better, and we rectified that after half time.
Were they mainly structural lapses, Brad, or did you sense there was a little bit of a relaxing?
I think that it was a bit of both. I thought that our players probably tried to take a few liberties, and when you don't defend the way you should, you give the opposition an opportunity. And the results over the weekend would tell you that that every team in the competition can play. They're just might be at different stages of their development, but I think your player that we really liked coming through, young Cripps, just going to be a really good player, and he's already a good player. So if you drop off those not that he's a lesser light, but he's just a really young player, they can dominate you.
Brett, you've won the last 4 by an average of 50 points. What sort of level do you reckon you're at the moment? You've got a lot more improvement in you at this stage.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, our best footy's ahead of us. I said that last week. But no, I'm still convinced of that. We've still got some areas that we can get better. But I'm most pleased with the platform we're building in terms of a level performance. And we know what we're in control of, and if we get that done, then it'll keep us competitive in most games. And we've just got to continue to reinforce that.
Lindsay Thomas, when he got the ball tonight, sort of looked hell-bent on giving it off. Was that an instruction that he's taken too far? Was he being over-generous?
No, I think a lot of our guys did that tonight. Now our accuracy hasn't been where it's been in previous years, and we were really conscious of making sure that we took the percentage shot. And when you do that, you can probably overdo it a little bit. But I thought the selfless attitude from all our forwards was good.
Just a word on Lee Adams, a pretty popular player at the Kangaroos, and pretty sad story to have to retire with Newcastle.
Yeah, it's devastating for him and for us. Look, I think Lee's a player who flew under the radar largely because he avoided the spotlight, and he avoided the limelight that a lot of AFL footballers probably seek. But internally, he was rated incredibly highly, easily in our best 22. I thought he redefined the way mid-forwards play now in the AFL. He played a role for us, which was crucial, and a lot of players are now trying to replicate what he did, and he didn't get the credit that he deserved publicly, but that was because he was avoided the spotlight. But as you said, Steve, he was a really popular member of our group too, and like a lot of things in 2015 have taught everyone in footy lessons that life is more important than football at times. And as much as he clearly is in our best side, the mentality was always to make sure that he was never at risk. And we were ultra cautious with him. And in the end, there was only one decision to make. And but he's prepared himself well for life after footy, and I don't think he'd be lost to footy because he's a really smart footballer, and I'd like to see him take some of those smarts into coaching if that's the direction he wants to go. But it's a sad day for him and it's a sad day for us. But another example where a player's welfare takes priority over everything.
In reaching his decision, did he seek your advice at all, or was it purely medical?
It was the decision was purely medical. The only input I had was to ensure that he didn't feel any pressure whatsoever to rush the testing protocol or to get out and train. All I did and we did as a club was make sure that he felt that there was zero pressure on him, and whatever decision he and the experts made, that we would support.
It's a massive problem internationally, concussion, which is well documented.
Yep.
Are you confident that this game has got everything as right as it possibly can?
Yeah, I think we're at the forefront, and there are a lot of people that should be applauded for that. Probably starting with Adrian Anderson, back when he swam against the tide a little bit in terms of football's a macho game, and it's about bravery and it's about courage, and it's still about that. But it's not brave and it's not courageous to go back on the field when you're not right. And it's a courageous decision for Lee Adams to say a number of times, I'm just not right to play. When in the past there's been pressure from, and I'm talking a long time ago, there's been pressure from football people just to get on with it. And so I think our games got it as right as they can.
How did the news affect the group? Obviously, a really popular player around the place. And will you keep a role for him at some stage?
That's certainly been offered to him. We've offered him a role, but look, I think he's had such a tough time that I wouldn't be surprised if he just wants to take a little bit of time away from the game, and hopefully in doing that he'll rediscover his love for it. But it hasn't been an easy time for him or his family. But he's got the full support of North Melbourne, and he's a real North Melbourne person. So we'd love to have him involved in the club in some way, shape or form.
He's spoken a bit about at home and things he was experiencing things like depression and anger. Did you, as the coach and even teammates and staff, did you see any of this?
Well, not at the club, and he's. I don't want to get too much into the private discussions that we've had, but he put on a pretty brave face around the club, but unfortunately, those he loves most probably copped it at home, and that wasn't a conscious thing. He felt terrible for doing it, but he was clearly affected. So, this is not over. I mean, this is a constant monitoring process as well. So, he'll be really well supported for the years to come.
Lockie Hansen, Brad, obviously been a key part of the team for a while. The second game in a row in the VFL. Is he close to sort of coming back? You just want to see a bit more continuity from the new
That's the word, Nick. Continuity. We just need to see him play a fair bit of footy and play pain-free, because I think it was the Gold Coast game where he played under significant duress, and we went through this last year where he was really sore and he kept playing, and then we lost him for the most important time of the year. So we're pretty keen to be cautious with him. He's clearly a really important part of our side, but we just won't play him until he's right. Thanks.